Today, the moon continues in Cancer, and yesterday I was sharing why that coziness, comfort, and self-care are not just important, but essential to your own well-being and your creative process and much more. And today, I want to build on what I was sharing yesterday and talk a little bit more about sort of the bigger picture of the cycles that we're in and what's happening energetically and how this waning Cancer moon fits into those bigger cycles and how we can work with that. I'm Marina Ormes here with your Astro Vibe for Saturday, September 9th. Thank you so much for being here. So in yesterday's video, which was September 8th, that's when the moon first went into Cancer and the moon is waning. We're winding down this current moon cycle and thinking about how the comfort and coziness of Cancer, the self-care that the need to attend to our needs is supporting our own rest, regeneration, repair, healing, etc. So shared more about that in yesterday's video. And then today we're looking at this bigger picture. So with this moon cycle that began with the Leo new moon on August 16th, and I did a video kind of giving you an overview of what to expect throughout this moon cycle. That was back on August 13th. So check out that video. You can scroll back in the videos and the playlists to find that one, August 13th. But so we're in this moon cycle that has to do with creativity, with self-expression, with developing our ability to share our gifts and shine our light, and why that is so important and needed in the world right now. If it's not obvious, it's worth taking a moment to think, to reflect on sort of, why does the world need your gifts right now? And if you're not seeing how you fit in the bigger picture of the world, then make it smaller. Bring it down to your here and now environment. Who in your world, who in your family, in your community, in your peer group or your work environment, who could benefit from what you have to offer? And that could be anything from a positive attitude to a kind and caring comment, to a fully completed project, to a ginormous vision of something that you want to change about the world. So everything in that spectrum is helpful and valid. And so find what feels right to you. You might have a combination, right? Maybe you have a huge, ginormous vision, but you also need to bring it back to the here and now for today, and how you can think positively or embody a spirit of self-caring that creates more of that spirit and environment of caring around you. So as we're thinking about that bigger picture of self-expression, of creativity, of authenticity, and sharing our gifts in the world, we're winding down. We're completing some of the explorations we've been doing throughout this moon cycle in terms of how to express ourselves. And as we're winding down with the moon in Cancer, we are having the opportunity to attend to our self-care. And as I was sharing yesterday, of course, there's this mysterious process that happens when we stop, when we slow down, when we rest, where things can unfold or evolve inside of us through that natural healing process that our bodies do. So, and the creative process is the same. It's almost like when we let go of it, the creativity can flow more easily. So when we embrace and embody this self-care that the Cancer moon is inviting us to step into, that it's like we're letting go. We're saying, okay, creative process, do your thing. And I'm just here for the ride, and I'm thrilled to discover what what is showing up and how I can align with that, and not needing to control or make myself crazy trying to understand it, right? Um, Okay, so that's the bigger process of the moon cycle and creativity and self-expression. How, when we take care of ourselves, we're actually supporting the unfolding of that creative flow. And sometimes it's about taking action and taking risks. Sometimes it's about not taking action and not taking risks, just taking care of ourselves and seeing what unfolds from that place. So we're having this beautiful experience of going through all of the moon signs throughout this moon cycle to bring balance in and recognize that creativity flows from all those different ways of being. And so that's one piece. The other piece that comes in with today's Cancer moon is last Sunday, which was September 3rd. I was sharing about the outer planets being retrograde. I had some thoughts for you on planets and Mercury retrograde, Venus stationing direct, other planets going retrograde. So kind of the topsy-turvy planets changing directions. So if you missed that video, go check that one out, because it had some interesting insights, especially on what's happening right now with the outer planets. So that was the video for September 3rd. And right now, all 5 outer planets from Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, all 5 are retrograde, meaning they're going backward over territory they already covered in the zodiac. And all those planets being retrograde means that our bigger picture, our deeper soul, spiritual needs, some of the transcendence of, the physical, ordinary, everyday stuff, places where we're tapping into those deeper truths, those are all kind of in a review, reflection process. We might say stewing or brewing or percolating. And so there's not a lot of outward movement. So even though we're in the moon cycle that has to do with creativity and self-expression, a lot of what we're learning about that is taking place on the inner level. As we go inward, we're processing things, we're thinking about things, we're feeling things. Energy is moving as we kind of work things out and sort things out for ourselves. And at other times when planets are direct, it's more about moving outward and going forward with things and taking action. But the inner work that we're doing is profound and foundational and transformative. So that's the other piece that we want to think about with today's Cancer moon and the self-care invitation, which I was sharing about in a recent video. I guess it was 2 days ago now. I don't know. I've lost track at this point. Anyway, about getting cozy and what that coziness looks like. And I think it was yesterday's video, okay, the September 8th one. Anyway, thinking about that coziness and that self-care and how we are taking care of ourselves is also a pathway for this outer planet transformative process that's unfolding in mysterious ways inside of us as we learn, digest, process, integrate, some of those things that just don't show up yet on the surface. And so the coziness, the self-care, the regeneration that we're doing all is part of that as well. So it's like a deeper understanding of why we need comfort, right? We need that comfort and that feeling of safety because the work we're doing internally is very, very important and profound. And the ways that we're transforming may not show up on the surface yet, but when they do, we become more powerful in our creativity, our self-expression, and our ability to make a difference in the world. Again, whether that is in your immediate, how you impact the people who show up right around you, or whether that is your big, ginormous vision for how to make a difference in the world and everything in between. So whatever that is for you, give yourself this time to attend to your needs, the self-care, the regeneration, the allowing of things to move and unfold inside of you that will give you the rewards later, as things start to go direct and we start to see things showing up more in the outward ways. So really, it's like nourishing the soil so that the plant can grow. It's sort of invisible, it's sort of mysterious, it's not glamorous, but you're doing that work of nourishing the soil, which ultimately obviously gives the plant its best chance of thriving. So that's the work that we're doing. That's why self-care and being cozy and comfortable and safe is so important. So thank you so much for listening and for being here. I'm Marina Ormes. You can learn more about me and how to work with me at astrologyheals.com. I've got openings for in-person, well, it's over Zoom, virtual, but in person, one-on-one with me, private sessions looking in depth at your own chart and how it applies to whatever's showing up in your life and how it is giving you insight into how to work with what is showing up in your life in the most powerful ways possible. So check that out, astrologyheals.com. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being here, for your shares and likes and comments. And I even have a way you can send me a tip right now to support this work. I'm donating my time doing this, so anything you can do helps. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.